Good morning. This is Charles from Verified Services. How are you doing? Glad you can join me. I'd like to post a few videos over the next couple of weeks with regards to small businesses, advertising with small businesses, budgets, how to plan your advertising, and what you can expect to get out of your advertising. I was a contractor for 26 years. Recently, I sold my business. For some personal reasons, I have relocated. We are have had quite a bit of experience in helping to create a brand of my business. First of all, your business needs to be a brand, not just you. A lot of people firstly make their business their name, and it's quite a difficult concept to sell a business or to separate yourself from your business when it's in your name. But I'll come on to those subjects at a later stage. First thing I really want to talk about is what is verified services. About 5, 6 years ago, I changed my business model. I started aiming at bigger corporate clients, construction companies, and I managed to get into those companies to do some significant projects with them. The reason why I got to work was pretty much I started following the rules a lot more. And what I mean by a lot more, I started focusing on my health and safety file. I started focusing on PPE. I started focusing on the registration of my businesses. I started focusing on all the stuff that is actually quite important in a business to get it to grow. Through that process, I realized that there are a lot of small businesses that have the intention of growing, but don't because they don't register a CK or a PTY limited. They don't register for workman's compensation. They don't register, or they don't get the insurance documents that they're supposed to get. And a lot of that is actually legal. It's stuff that's supposed to be provided, that can be requested, and it can be provided to the clients. And a client can request it from you. So if you go and do a plumbing job, and they say they want to see a workman's comp, you technically have to give it to them. If you don't, and there's an injury on site, the owner of the home can be held liable for it. So with that, I then started looking at advertising. And I started understanding that with advertising came a very significant problem. The consumers don't know this. They don't understand this concept that a contractor carries a liability for any injuries on site. We all understand a lot of companies take cash. We understand that. Some getting payments is better than getting not paid at all. Having said that, I started researching into businesses, not businesses, into a business, and I started looking at advertising. Now, there are thousands, maybe not thousands, but there's a lot of companies out there that advertise for small businesses. There's your print media, there's your commonly known yellow pages, there's your magazines within your areas. Now, all of these magazines, there's social media posts, there's Facebook. Facebook is a new word of mouth. I'll get onto that at a later stage as well. And all of these concepts focus predominantly on one thing: clientele, not verified clientele. They say they verify them. From my experience in 26 years, I won't list the businesses. I have never, ever been asked for my CK documents. I've never been asked for my workman's compensation. I've never been asked for proof of bank account, except for by my corporate clients, what used to be my corporate clients. Your big construction companies, they want a safety file. They want a letter from the bank that it's a legitimate bank account. They won't even pay you if you don't provide the letter. So what I decided to create was a concept of what was called verified services. I hate to use the word because there are so many of them, but it is fundamentally an online directory of verified contractors. But I don't call it an online directory. I approach it from a very different angle. It's a directory of contractors that have been verified, i.e., I am building up a database for the contractors that follow the rules, that can submit their documentation to me. I then do a verification process of you with your workman's comp, with your CK documents, proof of bank account. if you've got a safety file, your front page of your safety file with the content on it, and I put it onto a platform which is available to your customer. So what it actually is, it's a verification process of your business. Now, what the process is behind this is we spend thousands and thousands a month, not all businesses, but a lot, a month on advertising. So 4 to 8%, you spend that on your budget and you try to grow your clientele. You get more quotes, you run around more. But what are you doing to secure the clientele that you're quoting on? What information are you providing? Are you basing the secure rate on two things? Number one, your price, and number two, your charming personality? What else? Is that it? Is that how you secure your clientele? Is it? I've never understood that, and that became more of an issue to me later into my business. So what Verified Services, it gives the opportunity for your client to verify you online by a third-party verification process. And that's fundamentally what it is. So you tell the client to verify you. I do the verification process through Verified Services. My company does that. You promote yourself and you tell your client, please verify me. And you encourage him to verify the next your competitor, whoever you're quoting against. Through my platform, you can put photos of your staff, photos of work, your verification level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that depends on how much information you provide. No verification if you don't provide the information. You're on the database, but you're not verified. So you're on any other database. So I've created a database that's primarily for you to help increase your secure rate of your work through offering the client the opportunity to look at your credentials, for a better term, because no other marketing platform does that. Maybe they've started since, but to my knowledge, up until a year ago, nobody was doing this. No one actually asked you to send their documentation through to them, to marketing. Never Yellow Pages, never print media, never your neighborhood newspapers, because it's advertising. They want your money to keep the print in place, to keep their paper in place. So Verified Services is it's technically an online directory, but it gives the contractor the opportunity to increase the secure rate, and it gives your customer the opportunity to validate and verify your company. And that's what Verified Services is. I'll be posting more links. I'll be doing a few more videos every week going forward on advertising, on several different subjects I'm working on. So yeah, I hope to hear from some of you guys. If you're interested in becoming a Verified Services member, go to www.verifiedservices.co.za, and you can register online. I'll contact you via email. We can communicate. You send the documentation to me. You can create your own password and access. You can update your own photographs, your own staff photos, work you've done. You can create your own reference point and everything on the website. Thanks for listening to me, and see you soon with the next video. Thanks. Cheers.